Oh, well, bitches. If this is me, I am the ruin. How you doing? So we're gonna break this vlog up into a couple little sections, some little points that I'm going at. Number one is, yes, I am wearing a fucking Darth Vader onesie. Yes, I know you're jealous, cause you should be jealous, cause I'm fucking rocking a Darth Vader onesie. How wouldn't you want to do that? Number two, we're gonna talk a little personal shit going on because it's a vlog, and that's how we do it. Um, hoping if you've been following a little bit, if you know me on social media, you know I'm looking for a place to live. Looking for an apartment. I applied at one. It's a little tiny studio, and I'm praying that I get it. If I don't get it tomorrow, I'm a little SOL. I might be having to put all my shit into storage and kind of live car or maybe with my grandparents. Neither which is an ideal candidate, but it is what it is. That's life. That's where I'm at. So send all some good vibes in the next like 5 or 6, 10, 20 hours that I get this apartment. Anyways, that being said, I don't want this to be a woe was me shit. We've done that before. I'm just kind of playing with camera angles here, so don't mind me. That's not something I want to do. We want to continue the good vibes. We want to push out good vibes. That is how we do our shit. So I want to talk a little bit about your first multiplayer experience. We've talked a little bit about first-person shooters. We talked a little bit about the first game that got you into gaming. So now we're going to talk a little bit about multiplayer. I personally am not a fan of multiplayer. Never really have. Well, I guess I was when I was younger, but when I really got into gaming, got in gaming like storyline wise. That was not a thing for me. I didn't really. There's no story to multiplayer. It's not my cup of tea. But I do have a story about multiplayer, which I find dear to my heart. So, about 10 years ago, because it was my 10-year reunion a couple months ago, we had this thing called the Senior Project. And I don't know how many of you have to do the Senior Project, if that's a Washington State thing or a country thing or whatnot. But essentially what I had to do was I had to log 20 hours of work towards a certain goal. So a lot of people built a computer, or I've seen people that built a boat, or worked on a car to get it running, or something kind of hands-on. So me, personally, being the genius and nerd that I am, I decided to study the effects of playing video games for 24 hours. Now, this is a really cool idea for me anyway, because one, it satisfies the 20-hour log criteria, because all you have to do is log 20 hours toward your project. Well, my thing is 24 hours, and my research is that 24 hours. So that works, right? Because my research is part of my project. See where I'm getting at? So I literally play video games for 24 hours. That was all I had to do. That was it. Genius. Not really genius, but it was a cool thing to do. And I decided, even though I knew it was total bullshit, I decided to make it a little scientific. I wear glasses, obviously. I also used to have contacts at the time, back in high school. So I decided to kind of swap, 8 hours glasses on, 8 hours contacts, and then another 8 hours glasses. didn't really do much. The contact thing was kind of dried my eyes out because that's what they do, but it really wasn't a thing. I had my family members taking pictures and making sure I was actually doing it. I even took time off work because I was like, hey, this is for school. This is for school. I'm doing this. And that's my loophole for high school. What I'm going to get into is this was about late 95, 2006, right when World of Warcraft vanilla version was really kind of catching steam. And I had seen one of my friends, his coworker, we played poker with a night, and we woke up in the morning, and he was playing World of Warcraft, and I was like, Warcraft? Well, you see one of my other blogs, man, I love Warcraft, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, I love Warcraft. So I was like, oh man, Warcraft, what is that? World of Warcraft? And he's like, it's an MMO. I'm like, what? An MMO? What is that? And he says, well, it's a massive multiplayer online game. You make a character and you go out and play with a bunch of other people. And I'm like, well, the fuck does that do with Warcraft? He's like, nothing really, but it takes place in that universe. And I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. So I kind of sat and watched him for a couple hours while my friend puked in the bathroom over there and kind of sobered up so he could drive me home. But I was like, wow, this is kind of cool. I can kind of get after that. And so shortly thereafter, I bought the game. I installed it, and that's obviously what I did my senior project on. About 20 hours, that was 24 hours, was all World of Warcraft. But man, that was fun times. And that even not even led, but it was a great thing when I first moved out. A year later, my old roommate, Timson999, he might have seen me stream with him a little bit. But we used to call it hacking. We used to be like, oh, let's hack a little Warcraft. Let's get after it. And that was kind of my first real MMO, like the first real multiplayer. Because you can play some FPS. Like I played, obviously, Unreal Tournament, if you watched the last vlog. A lot of Unreal Tournament. A lot of online stuff with that. But it wasn't really multiplayer to me. I didn't really connect with people. Didn't really play with people. I was just shooting them in the face. But, well, World of Warcraft, I even remember during this 24-hour session, I started to try and create a guild with another character. I was like, he sent me a thing, and I was like, hey, yeah, I'll pay the 10 silver to sign up for your guild, and we'll get it started, and it'll be fine. Obviously not knowing anything, because I just started, and that's what it is. And I'm sure there's lots of players out there that are like, oh, man, what the fuck are you doing? And all shit, but that is what it was when I was, 17, 18. I didn't give a fuck. Man, there were some fun times. And, I look at my life a little bit, and still not a big fan of multiplayer. That's just me personally. I'm not a big multiplayer guy. Obviously, that has changed quite a bit in the last year with you guys, the Ops Gaming community. I stream a lot. I tend to play a lot of more multiplayer. Like, I love playing some Overwatch with Izzy. A little Zanji Nips there. A little Lightning. I love playing with you guys. Digicide, Vivid Puppy. I can name off a whole bunch of people I've been playing with. Mercy Gaming. And he doesn't even, didn't do Overwatch all the time. I'll play a lot of other shit. And the whole multiplayer thing is kind of a new thing to me, but I kind of like it. Kind of getting into that whole thing, that is what it is, that the multiplayer thing, which I never got into. So, but let's ask a question to you guys. What was the first game that got you into that multiplayer experience? Was it Halo? Was it World of Warcraft? Was it one of the Call of Duties? Another good one for me was Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. The first Modern Warfare. Played the shit out of that on PC with my old roommate. We played that a fuck ton. But, there's lots of titles. There's lots of multiplayer out there. So I want to see from you guys in the comments down below, what was your multiplayer game that got you into multiplayer? That being said, this is I Am the Rune. Deuces, bitches. I'm out like a trout. We'll see you next time.